Hi Pisces, happy birthday if you're a Pisces sun. So apologize about the delay. I am finally here, but I think it's divine. First of all, we started this at 9:03, which today is a 369 day. 2025 is a 9 year. It's March 6th, 2025. So, and you're the first sign I'm doing for the series of March. So again, happy birthday if you're a Pisces sun. My apologies for the delay. Okay, but I'm here. But we're going to talk about timing as well. I wanted to bring the flowers in the picture frame like I've been doing until I choose to upgrade my laptop. However, we're in the shadow of Mercury Retrograde and I don't have time for unnecessary mishaps, and it's been quite a week and quite a day. Okay, so we're gonna leave the sage right here in the vicinity 111. You could be seeing 111. The Magician card popped up in my mind's eye, which is aligned with the 369 energy. So let us burn this sage. Let's pray. The door's open. Let's get started. We're gonna do things a little differently this month because my schedule is chaotic. Like I posted in the community tab, and I did it to myself. But anywho, let's pray first. Let's pray first. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Pisces placements on their March 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, and clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine guidance, and thank you for divine healing. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine protection. Gratitude, Ashe. I laughed. Okay, so we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, like I said. So I had to take it back, and Pisces season is just personally has been very interesting. Okay, and for you, okay, so it's a 369, and if you're saying 369, this is what it means for you. Okay, so and this is aligned with your song choice. So the first song you got was Rick Ross, "Hold Me Back," which I love, and that's representing the 9 energy for you specifically. And then your other song was the a cappella version of "If I Ever Fall in Love" by Shy, and I feel like that's your 3 energy. Okay, and when it comes to the 6 energy and 369, I do feel like in the month of March, no matter your placement or if you have the placement or not, March starts in Pisces season, so we all feel it collectively. You are really struggling with balancing your light and dark, and that 6 is a reminder and a message to balance the light and the dark. And I feel like the light energy is that Shy, "If I Ever Fall in Love" energy, and your dark energy is that Rick Ross, "Hold Me Back," because the title of that album is "God Forgives, I Don't." And I do feel like that's your energy throughout this year, and I feel like it's going to peak when we get into the shadow of eclipse season in about a week or two. Okay, so just be mindful of that. As I always say, and as I will always say, the tongue is a sword of life. It is a sword of death as well. Okay, but your heart, let's burn the sage first. So before we get into the cards, I'm gonna take this coat off. Hold on. So with your heart and the whole "God forgives, I don't," I feel like that's a theme for you throughout this year. We are in March, so since what the fuck did I just say? I said sinks like Sphinx, like the Sphinx, Sphinx, but damn, it threw me off. Where was I going? That whole Sinks just fucking threw me. I completely forgot the channel. Your heart being a theme. God forgives, I don't. The tongue. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so it's very easy to cross over into the energy of resentment. And resentment, revenge, retaliation, those RE words. So please be mindful of that consciously and unconsciously. Okay. My temperature keeps fluctuating, so the coat might go back on. I feel like this is loud. Okay, let's get into the cards. We're going to start with your theme for March. Eclipse season, that God forgives, I don't energy is peaking. Be mindful of the tongue, okay? I feel like it's very, very sharp at this time. And your opposite is Virgo, which Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules communication, so the tongue. Interesting. The theme for Pisces, March 2025. It's a lot of smoke in my face right now. It's giving smoke and mirrors. What deck is that? Hold on, let me grab that deck. Woo! Yeah, it's in this deck. Okay. Theme for Pisces. Oh, wow. All right. Ears wide open. Keep your ears to the streets. This is a time to listen more than you speak. 33. Could be your life. Healing the heart. Could be your life path, but 3 energy. That if I ever fall in love. So what are the lyrics to that song? Because that's your 3 energy. And we are discussing March, but hold on. September 28th. Okay. The very first time that I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello and I said hi. I knew right then you were the one, but I was caught up in physical attraction, but to my satisfaction, baby, you were more than just a face. And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is a friend. I will be sure that the lady's just like you. The very next time, she'll be my friend. If I say that I could be your one and only, promise that you'll never leave me lonely. I just want to be the one you need. Sometimes I feel as if I don't deserve you. I cherish every moment that we share. Okay, I'm getting a couple of things with this. So the title of this is If I Ever Fall in Love. But the theme of this is she'll be my friend, or he, you know, put the genders how they go. But I feel like it's interesting. First of all, I have sage smoke coming to me through my right side. And what incense is this? Spiritual aura on my left side. And it's like a fucking pyramid right here. But anywho, it's giving pyramid scheme. But with these lyrics and that song, it's the word that's coming to mind is hesitation. So it's kind of like, you know, these videos are for 18 and up. Everyone has experienced a heartbreak, I would think, okay? But it's wrong to assume. But with that heartbreak energy, it's like, you know, what you did wrong in the past, you want to make right in the present and in the future. So when it comes to vetting and recruiting and whatever it is, why is the word roster coming up? But whatever your stance is, your standards are, it's like you want to be sure that it's like friends before lovers. And that, Lovers and Friends, Lil Jon. I ain't heard that song in a minute. And Usher is coming up. But it's interesting. You may have, some of you may cross boundaries between friends and lovers. I have a very strict rule with that. Like, I don't fucking play about that. I did that once. I think that shit happened when I was 18. Haven't did it since, won't do it again. Okay. But it's kind of like the foundation, the way you build your foundation, and the foundation can represent relationships. It could represent your financial structure. There's foundations in a multitude of things, but how you build your foundation, you want to make sure, it's built on more fertile, stable, solid ground. But when you're so focused on doing things the right way, we end up self-sabotaging, okay? So that's tying into that 6 energy as well. But ears wide open. It's interesting. If you're the type to, I don't know what the experience is of Mercury retrograde is for you. I will say the way to identify your experience with Mercury retrograde is what you have trouble letting go, okay? So if you like to keep doors cracked open when it comes to, relationships with people, places, and things, then those cracked open doors will bust wide open to revisit, to see, do you want to keep it open or do you want to keep it closed? Are we going to keep the cycle? It's different for all of us. It's like those vices that we really don't want to completely cut the cord to really pop up and say, hey, what's up, hello. So for people that have a tendency of going back to the past exes, past friends, those past exes, past friends are more dominant energetically at this time. It could be a different type of vice. It could be a bad habit. It could be gambling for some. It could be fucking drugs. It could be alcohol. I don't know. But whatever it is, it needs to be healed. For a lot of you, the relationships, because relationships are highlighted for you at this time, and it makes sense, especially with Venus starting the month of March in retrograde. I don't recall the sign, though. I don't. But Lilith moving into Scorpio near the end of the month is coming up for you as well. But we're not going to touch on that yet. With Venus retrograde, ears wide open, healing the heart. If you're the type to initiate, you should not initiate in March. I feel like you should see who initiates with you. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Don't initiate. And this is when it comes to RE, reconciliations. I don't know. You're getting a lot of RE. Yeah, broken open. It's harder than it sounds for a lot of you. And it's also interesting because I hear you're nosy. So you could initiate a lot of conversations, interactions, just because with that nosy, you could, it's interesting because I'm getting like you're telling yourself you're doing it out of, checking in, curiosity, but really you want to know what the fuck is going on because you don't know what's going on. And the song, First Off, Bitch, Mind Your Business, that song is coming up. You have quieting the mind in reverse. Your mind is wondering, curiosity. This is a fox. The fox could be for some of you, not all of you. The fox is your spirit animal. Look up the meaning. If it resonates, it's for you. If not, right now, it's not. And the land between in reverse. So the land between in reverse is not bridging the gap. Quieting the mind in reverse is you having to surrender and release control and losing your mind in a sense because of it. And not literally for some. For others of you, it's like a silent, I don't know if I can say this word on YouTube, so I'm going to spell it Killer internally. So it's like a suffering in silence. For others of you, it's erratic emotional expression. Yes. And the root of this is 33, self-mastery. Be quiet. Be quiet and really master, like the month of March, master quieting the mind. Okay? Because that's easy. Ooh, it's easier than it sounds. No, it's not. Okay? But practice makes perfect. It really, really does. And then it's like that energy of, it could be easier than it sounds because if you put your mind to it, you can do it. You know, if you want to put your back into it, you know how to do that. So if you want to put your mind to it, we can do that. The choice is yours. It's like, how do you want the scales to go? So it's interesting because you may feel powerless in certain situations. Paralyzed energy. You may feel powerless in certain situations. And as I have said before, and I've had to remind myself of this, yin yang balance, when you feel you're at your weakest, you're at your strongest, and you're the most powerful. But it all depends on the decision-making process. And this is the decision-making process for yourself. So it's like you don't need the external validation, Pisces. You really, really don't. The collective, the spiritual collective, big ups you like shit, okay? Pisces is this, Pisces is that. And I'm not trying to say it in a mocking way, but the way that you are uplifted in being, you know, knowing and you are the archetype of the representation of death, even though we have had many conversations that you don't like to go deep, but that's your shadow. Because Virgo's earth energy, surface level, you are the ocean. We need to dive deep. You like to float. We need to go deep, okay, and see what's at the bottom to be discovered. But anywho, balance. I lost my train of thought again. Anywho, let's move on. Phrases, motivation. Are you done? Yes. But stars, divine guidance, cowrie shell, abundance. So let's look into Lilith and Scorpio. You should watch the Scorpio reading, The Dissipation of Fear. I think that was the title that had the abundance card in it. Lilith and Scorpio for Pisces. Dang. Ace of Swords in a shadow. I'm using the Tarot of Oppositions deck, so this would be the light energy. It came out reversed, well, in its opposing energy. So Ace of Swords in its opposing energy. There's the Magician. No, that's not the Magician. That's the Emperor. Mistaking a magician for an emperor. That's interesting. I hear Meek Mills. He doesn't even have an S. Is it Meek Mill or Mills? I don't even know. No disrespect, but it's levels to this shit. Judgment and its opposing energy. Lilith and Scorpio for Pisces. Your tongue. Strength. Your mouth, Pisces, whether masculine or feminine, will have you fucked up out here, okay? Truly fucked up out here. And it's very interesting because people that have the same tongue as you get very, very triggered when they give you that energy. But you are definitely giving that energy. And you could be aware of this. All of these cards came out in their opposing energy. And you have, whoo, I have chills. You have two majors and two minors. But they're all opposing. Eight of Swords. It's kind of like they're showing me, you know how when you watch the reels and the feds pull somebody over and, you know, they, instead of just abiding, I had to learn that, like, if you just abide, it could just really go so much more smoothly. I've had many experiences, but that's neither here nor there. But it's like, instead of just keeping the peace so that you can move on, it's antagonizing the situation. It's like, no, 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 no. You need to get your point across. No, no, no. You need to be heard. You need to be felt. You need to be seen. You need to be recognized. That RE energy again. And it's like, because you need that, which is really a reflection of an internal deficit within. Because as within, so without. The mirror. The without is the mirror of the within in a multitude of ways. And when it comes to personal mindfulness of the tongue and of emotional expression in the moment, it's like Pisces. You know how they say the quiet one, the quietest, what is it? The quietest one, or the quiet one is usually the most powerful, the most strongest in the room. It's like that's the energy that you're being asked to master, maintain, and embody. Okay? I want my heat back. But at this moment, you are resisting that, which is energetically opposing that, as these cards are fucking opposing. Okay? If you like to wear red, I would advise to stay away from red at this time. Colors have energy too. Red is not for you. That was low-key a bar. Go, Ray. But yeah, red is not for you at this time in the month of March. Red does represent the root chakra, but I feel like your root chakra is overactive, and it needs to be balanced out. So the solar plexus, white, blue. But look at this judgment card, okay? The solar plexus, yellow, blue, the throat chakra, okay? The color blue will really help you. That was a bar too, okay? I haven't been given the bars, but we're on it, all right? And it's interesting. You see how he has the color red, but it's balanced by all of this other energy. It's interesting because I'm seeing someone's room, like, you know how like Cruella de Vil, black, white, and red. But I'm seeing the red, like, why am I cracking my fingers? It's because I don't want to say it. Okay, so it's like blood dripping, okay? And it's giving sacrificial energy, sacrificial lamb, but self-sacrificing, self-sabotaging. Like, you see how in this Ace of Swords, how this knife, or this is a sword specifically, but you see how his hand is wrapped around it? Like, my boy, you're gonna cut your hand, you're gonna slice yourself, you're gonna cut yourself. Why are you holding on to it so tightly? Like, what fucking point do you need to prove here? Like, who's around watching? Where's the audience? Where's the crowd? And again, this really has nothing to do with anyone else but you. But at the same time, people's jobs per se at this time, or the energies that are around you, it's like it's meant to trigger you, to elevate you in a sense, you know? It's like, how many times are we going to keep responding the same way? And at this point, that's insanity. You know, if you keep resolving a situation the same way and getting the same results and not what you want, that's insane, beloved. And that's that Neptune energy, and you are ruled by Neptune as well as Jupiter. So any illusions are being heavily expanded, especially throughout this fucking node transit that's happening in your sign until next year. In addition to that, you are a student at this time, as I've been saying throughout this year. So it's okay. Some of you, the alcohol, you should be doing Lent and or Ramadan too. I say too because I'm doing it. But you should, because you're overindulged. Some of you, it's shopping. Okay, it could be jewelry, it could be clothes. You see this jewelry coming out of this cup. You just like to spend money, and it's for what? But that's not from me, Justice Libra. That's from your spirit team. Like, what are we doing? That's what they're asking you. What is the point that you're trying to prove? And I feel like that's the question, that's a theme for you. What point are you trying to prove? Then going to that hold me back energy, if you know the lyrics to that song, that's a point to prove, okay? You have a situation you don't fucking like. It has you unhappy, in a deficit. You're tired of it. You're exhausted. You come up with a game plan. You make it out. 6 of Wands. You achieve. and it's light energy, okay, the first card that's not opposing after saying all that, and you get what you want, and you got fucking confetti, and you can't see the crowd because you're above the crowd, and it's like right now you want to be above the crowd, but you're operating at a level where you're moving as an Indian and not a chief. So it's time to assume a chief position, and that takes dedication, hard work, in the words of Nipsey. Dedication, hard work, look at him, and commitment. I've just been talking. Hey, y'all. You know, God bless you. What the fuck? Hi, Lost Voices with Jackie. You know, I'm gonna move on. Okay. Take my own advice. Hi, Old Medicine Crow. All right, anything else for Pisces from this? The devil. Because I was about to say something, but I'm on my business, okay? Yeah, Empress energy. I'll mind my business. Let's move on. We started this. We started March in the. Hold on. Didn't we just have a Pisces? What? New moon. Give me a second. Uno momento. I believe we did. I just need to fact check before I pull on it. Where am I? There I am. Yes, we did. 227. Okay, so we exited the shadow. What's 3 days after 227? We had 28 days in February this year. So we left the shadow 3-2. Yeah, 3-2 was the last day. All right, let's see Pisces new moon energy for you. Pisces. Your opposite, Virgo. You are good enough. It's interesting. You see how my wrist started itching? So on this wrist, I have Queen tattooed. On this wrist, it's bear, okay? And this card came out sideways for you as well. So with you are good enough, and the way my wrist started itching like that, and it is the right wrist, so the masculine energy, it's giving like you're wanting... Okay, the words filler and placeholder are coming up, okay? Let me just address that. But it's like you're wanting something to fill the empty space, the barren space, but that ties into that filler placeholder energy. But with you are good enough being sideways, it all starts with you. It does. And full moon in Pisces, balance, spirituality, and practicality, that 369 energy that we spoke of at the beginning. Solar plexus chakra is definitely being highlighted with yellow. New moon in Leo, confidence is your key to success. But if you struggle with being alone, that is a reflection of self-love. I can say that because I live that, but no longer. A new romantic cycle begins. Have faith in your dreams. But first you have to, it's like that all of me loves all of you. You're not loving all of you to love all of someone else. And it's interesting because for some of you, you are in relationships where there are talks and hopes of longevity, but there needs to be a love for the for the defects. But no, that's just such a harsh word. But no, not defects, but defects. Sorry, that's not funny. That's fucked up. I laugh like that. But the things that you don't like, okay? Your cons to the situation. You have your pros, you have your cons, your dislikes, the disadvantages of it. Yeah, it's like fall in love with that as well, okay? If you don't like it, work on a way to change it. You are good enough. You can achieve whatever you put your mind to, literally. And going back to what we said at the beginning, I can't quote myself verbatim, but we were talking about the mind. That's all I can recall in that Mercury energy. You have nothing is yet set in stone in reverse, which means something is set in stone. This is a loss. You and your loved ones are safe. Pisces new moon. The loss of something. That's interesting. Can you clarify the loss? There's the Magician again. No, I had mistaken it for the Emperor at first. Yeah, the Magician is still here. Can you clarify the loss for Pisces with the Pisces new moon? Thank you. Ace of Swords upright. 8 of Swords trapped. Queen of Cups in reverse, which would be you. Were we clarifying the loss? It feels like you've lost control of the situation, because with this 8 of Swords, how this string, rope, whatever you want to call it, is wrapped around her, this is being, you know, you have something in position how you want it. Now, I'm not speaking of the actual meaning of this card, but it, just follow along. This is having control of this, a representation, let me be clear, of having control of this situation, okay? Being protected, knowing how it's going to go, knowing the outcome, because you just know the position of it, okay? With the Ace of Swords, this is being, you see how this is like a snail, but these are steps. So it's like steps to, this is going down the rabbit hole into enlightenment, right? But with Queen of Cups being in reverse, this is like something slipping from your hand. So it's like you thought you had control of a situation. High Priestess in reverse. And I'm getting you had gained control of a situation, but somehow it fumbled. But I'm getting with the Ace of Swords, it's like meant to be that way. It was meant to be fumbled. 8 of Cups in reverse, but it's like not being able to accept the loss, you know? It's like being undefeated. If you're in a sport, being undefeated in a sport, but then you become defeated, okay? It's like, I don't know why I'm getting like everyone makes it to the Super Bowl. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with this, but it's like not being able to let go what the fuck has been lost, okay? Or the L's that you have taken. And always, it's like, you know, yes, we can create passion from pain, but is the root always going to be pain? Is the root of why you do what you do always going to be pain? Because if the root is pain, if it's growing from pain, then what's going to sprout from that? Pain. So it's like Spirit is wanting you to build from a root of safety, a root from healing, a root from wholeness, a root of forgiveness, releasing, letting it go. It is what the fuck it is. I took an L, okay? It's like, honey, fucking up your credit. And then having the mindset of, because I had this mindset at one point in time, fuck that shit, okay? It'll just fall off in a couple of years, not giving a fuck. And honey, I've been just paying off debt for the last couple of years. Thank God I can do so. But it's like I have to still pay my dues. I created it. I'm responsible for it. Unless there's a miracle. Okay? But until that miracle happens, I'm going to take responsibility. So it's like, yeah, you may not have been the reason for the end, but you are a part of it somehow. You're a part of the beginning. You're a part of the story. So you hold some type of responsibility. And that responsibility and accountability that you hold for yourself is what you should focus on. Not what the fuck anybody else is doing, how they're moving, how they're responding. That doesn't matter. Let spirit deal with them. Okay? You are the all-knowing, but you have to be mindful of when you're trying to play God, because you are not, and you will be humbled just like this loss that we're speaking of. It's just mindfulness. Keep it pushing. I feel like I had a title for this and I lost it. We're not gonna touch on the eclipse in this reading. Teachability. Pisces, March 20. We're gonna put the oracle down. I just want to see what's up. What's going on in Pisces life? High Priestess. A lot of you are doing a lot of divining, meaning that you're seeking answers. You're seeking solutions. Page of Cups. What's happening in Pisces? Personal, whatever. Their life. Day to day. What they got going on. Ten of Wands. Moving, traveling, spending money on the mind. A father figure could be significant. A disconnect specifically because the Six of Cups is in reverse. Masculine energy. Or it could be a sun too. But it's masculine energy. A disconnect with masculine energy. You could also, because with the way this High Priestess is and her hands closed, her eyes are closed, hands closed. It's giving closed mouths don't get fed. Hands closed also means this is not, you're seeking answers, external validation for some of you, or just external answers. Yeah, answers. I'm getting that's not your duty at this time. It's like you need to go on the journey. And I feel like the answers that you're seeking is to avoid the journey. Okay, damn. The way my fucking elbow just hit that deck. But Six of Cups. See how these cups lead to a journey? Ten of Wands, a journey. And it's like you would rather just, some of you are master visual manifestors. And it's like you would rather, you know, call it in, Empress energy. But Magician is the theme. You have to take action. You need to utilize all four elements to accumulate what you want. So this is a time, palm, right, masculine, taking action, left, feminine, receiving. It's time for you to make some moves. Ten of Wands. It's upright, not reverse. So it's like you need to get your roll on big timers type of energy. But then it's like you having to move on. You having to, it's like the energy of you dragging your feet. I keep hitting my fucking funny bone. But dragging your feet, into a new beginning. And despising the work that needs to be done versus appreciating the work that you're doing because no one else can take that credit away from you, you know? Three of Pentacles. Yeah, you're seeking help. And Page of Swords, you're not, it's like you're going to receive every other answer, every other insight, but the one that you're seeking, because you are the key. And maybe you should watch the Libra reading about the key. I don't know which reading it is. Just, you can go to playlist Libra, the key. I think it was the key master. I could be wrong. But yeah, Two of Wands in reverse. You see upright, she's inside waiting to receive. Okay, no, it's in reverse. You need to I just keep hearing Get Your Roll On, the song. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Cups. But going back to this, there's a, can you clarify the Father energy? Because it's very strong. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Here, No Fake Love by Gotti. But it's also giving, what's that Eminem song? Pick the world up and I'ma drop it on your fucking head. That song. It's called Drop the World, right? Hold on. I got ice in my veins, blood in my... Yeah, that I don't know what y'all got going on with just masculine energy in your life or your father, or I don't know, but it's giving bad blood. That blood, why is blood coming up? The bloodline. That's what it is. This is about the bloodline. Oh, I understand. Thank you. It's about the bloodline. So the High Priestess. You assumed a role, you assumed a position, you took on a chief position, okay? I hear before you got here, and now it's time to achieve that, the journey, all of these fucking pentacles, and you don't want to do it. It's like you agreed to do it alone. Now it's time to walk the walk and talk the agreement that you agreed to, but I hear it's shady. So this is like trying to cut corners, trying to manipulate your way into a victory. And if you manipulate into that your way into a victory, whether it's a victory or not, it's a false victory, and it won't be long lasting. And it's going back to the energy of it's time to stop building foundations from pain. That's about to be your damn title, okay? Okay. What else is going on in your life? Doing the reading like this makes me miss Instagram, but what the fuck is... Okay, so interesting. It's a lot of majors, it's a lot of changes, but collectively it's like that because we shift solstices this month. In addition to eclipse season, in addition, like the snake energy is really snaking in this third month, moving on throughout the rest of the year. But you have the Lovers in reverse and Tower in reverse. I don't know why Valentine's Day, the 214 is coming up, but Six of Pentacles in reverse. Are y'all lonely? Or are you looking for someone to save you, but Neo Say It is coming up? I gotta really redo my playlist because I don't have any of these songs that I've been saying on my playlist. This is a disconnect, okay? Or it's like, even if you're not in a relationship, if you're dating or trying to date, it's not fucking clicking, okay? It's not coming together. It's not giving roots are being planted here, okay? It's not giving that. Don't be sad. Get glad. Ooh, the King of Wands. So going back to that wholeness that we've been talking about and loving yourself for all of you, flaws and all, first, before whatever comes, whether you're masculine or feminine and you're seeking that better half energy, summer solstice, spring ain't it, okay? The rest of winter and spring is not... It's not the move for, especially Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde is all about self-love for you, like dead ass. Like if anything, if there's a spark, that spark may fizzle out because this is about you. And it's no one else's job to heal you, okay? And it is amazing when we have people that can... I feel like when you're on a very determined type of healing journey, like literally those people that you interact with during that time are angels showing up in different human forms to just guide you. But it's like, because that energy is so good to us, we cling to that, and then it's like what was once good can become toxic due to the responsibility that is put on it when it shouldn't have been that to begin with, because it's no one else's weight to carry but thy own when you're an adult. Okay, if I was speaking to children, I would be saying something different right now, but I'm speaking to adults. So it is thy responsibility, meaning yours, to fall in love with you, okay, first. And if you can really master that, and not even master, because I don't believe you have to master something to receive a miracle, to receive a blessing. Like, the universe really does reward us for effort, but effort is consistency, okay? It's day to day. It's not doing it for a week and then like, fuck it. Like, if you make a commitment for a certain time frame, honor that. And then if you fuck up, give yourself grace, okay? Because honey, we are human and we are not perfect, and we live in a fucking social media societal lifestyle where if it ain't perfect, it ain't right, and that's not true, okay? So that's an illusion, and it will soon become a shattered mirror within itself, metaphorically speaking. But when it comes to love with others, or dating, or courting, or whatever the case may be, summer is more favorable with this King of Wands. I don't know what you did for the 8/8 portal in 2024, but what you did, or what your intentions during that portal is what you're being asked to take action towards and work on and master and finesse as we approach spring and throughout spring. That is your focus. Okay? Okay. Anything else? That is all for that. Okay. Diving into a task, it's time to go deep in the ocean, Pisces. It's giving future deeper than the ocean. That song is sad as fuck, okay? And when I was going through some shit, that was one of my songs. But we're going to pause on that. Skywriting the fates. You agreed to this before you got here, okay? And now it's time to assume the position, Pisces, okay? But going back to the deeper than the ocean, 49 is 4 plus 9 is 13. Scorpio energy. Deep diving into a task is still here on the bottom. That's tying into that God forgives, I don't. Crown games, right use of power. Deeper than the ocean. But he's talking about that pain being deeper than the ocean. So it's interesting. Where you think you are healed, you are not. You see how I said not in a non-affirmative way? And that's because you don't want to admit it. I'm just a reflection of you, like Moneybag Yo said. Okay? But Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation, 15, double energy. So it's giving divine intervention. Okay, that's what that is giving. But it's giving hella like eclipse season is cleanup time. Okay, it's giving cleanup crew. You know how Beam, I don't know what y'all got going on with the legal system in jail, okay? Because we talked about the feds earlier and it's coming up again. But community service. So you know how like when people are in jail and then they have to like pick up the trash off the highways and streets and shit as part of like their, I don't know if it's community service halfway. I don't know the position of that personally, but that's what I see. So I'm getting, going back to the beginning, don't allow your tongue to get you in an orange jumpsuit. Take heed to that. But Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. This is a desert, okay? You're water, but your well is dry. And it's interesting because you've probably been emotional as fuck. And you're like, yes, your well is dry. Okay? And the love that you're giving right now, which is going back to that Lover's card in reverse, it's impure. It's impure because you're not whole and you're not healed. So what you think you're giving freely, you're subconsciously giving with an expectation. And if that expectation is not met, then it's like you want to bring the wrath, Pisces. And that's fucked up, okay? Okay. Lost compass. I don't know if y'all saw that card spin, but it's kind of like, honey, spin the dice, gambling. Y'all got some vices, okay? But getting back to integrity is what it says. So, yeah, that affirms everything we've said. Bring us to a close, please. Again, today is a 369, and it's 9:54:99, and your 9 energy is God forgives, I don't. Okay, and again, finding a median and a balance between your light and dark because you are having trouble, okay? But you're a work in progress. You could feel like the community is, I hear, fleeting you, but leaving you. But no, it's like people may be falling to the wayside or going ghost or whatever the case may be, because no one's meant to woo, throat chakra. You don't want to hear this, but no one's meant to help you but God, okay? It's you calling your ancestors, okay? Because as I say to the collective all the time, fulfillment, y'all be like, oh, my ancestors, my spirit team this, but you have no faith. You don't know how to surrender. You don't know how to affirm everything is going to be okay because you don't fully trust them, because you've went through an unfavorable experience. But is it their fault? And if it is, like if it's something that you have to heal, you chose that. And even throughout my message to you throughout this reading, you give your power away in a lot of situations where you need to hone in on that. Okay, accountability is power, okay? It's just all me for real, like Drake said. And what? And when you own it like that, like spirit deals with you in a way that the collective cannot deal with you. But when you're not like that, it's anybody can get it, you know? So just take heed to that. Opportunity in reverse, you are what you seek. You are the fulfillment that you seek. And it's like I feel like a lot of you your internal voice is responding as no, I'm not. And as long as you allow your internal voice to respond that way and you accept that and not affirm it to be different, you will receive that. It just is what it is. Okay? Bring us to a close for Pisces, please. Well, damn, I gotta get up to get that. Anything else? Okay. Success, that was blessings in reverse, but I feel like you need to count your many blessings and name them one by one, because you're a lot more abundant than you give spirit credit for. And if you're not giving spirit credit for the any type of luxury, okay? And when I say, hold on, let me sit down. When I say luxury, the ability to eat every fucking day, the ability to wash your ass with clean water every day, that's a fucking luxury, okay? You know, people, especially in America, take that shit for fucking granted. But truly, okay, being able to fucking go out and do what the fuck you want to do, drink, fucking smoke. You have certain freedoms in the US of A that you don't have in other countries. And that is a luxury that's taken for granted, because, honey, times have not always been the current time. So maybe you should do some research. You know, that's one of the reasons why I love Black History Month, because nowhere the fuck, honey, they had to put in work to be known for who the fuck they want to be known, who they are known as. And I feel like you may want to be known for something just as admirable, but you got to put in that work, okay? Faith without works is dead. So if you're not appreciating the little things, count your many blessings, name them one by one, because when you start to appreciate every little thing, that's a healing and creating wholeness within itself. But yeah, that's all I'll say with that. Let me get this card. Purity as the final card, okay? So it's time for a brand new beginning. You see how green eye, the heart chakra, rooted in love and not pain. Color purple. I don't know, maybe y'all need to watch The Color Purple. Me personally, I can't watch that movie, okay? It does something to my spirit. It's just certain shit I just cannot fucking watch, okay? And I have seen bits and pieces, but I cannot watch that movie from beginning till end. It triggers me in a way that I cannot explain, okay? But that the images and the scenes of silly, okay? It's like, honey, Wakanda forever, okay? And even if you're not about that, like, be about that, okay? It's just, it's an energy that I'm speaking of, and no disrespect to my people. I love y'all. But for real, like, tap in. Purity. The wolf. Spirit. For others of you, I mentioned, ooh, I got chills again. Whoever, I don't know what spirit guide I said at the beginning, okay? But I said it wasn't for all of you. For the rest of you, it's the wolf, okay? That's all. Are we good? We're not good? Oh, we're not. I was supposed to pull it from this deck because my elbow hit it. Hold on, hold on. Final message for Pisces. Actually, we're going to use this deck too. The healing waters, okay? Because you need some healing waters. Some of you need a mother's love. This is interesting. Whew, okay. So you have clarity of belief. One, the one energy has been heavy, and that was the first synchronicity I noticed, 111, and today is a 369 day. You have challenging times in reverse. This is the heart deck. Moving on in reverse. Change your focus in reverse. So this is standstill energy. Moving on in reverse. I should make a move, but I won't, okay? Challenging times in reverse. Pisces, things don't have to be this difficult. And it's giving you're making things more difficult than they have to be. And with change your focus, you have no mind control right now. I hear grasp it yesterday, okay? With clarity of belief, you see how this is a green butterfly. Yeah, green butterfly coming from his heart. It's giving open your heart, but I don't know, it's some fucking Tony Braxton song. And 6, healing begins here. So, no, it's not, no, it's Celine Dion. Hold on. What is My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion? But this song is just like the Shy If I Ever Fall in Love. Like you're too stuck in the past somehow, some way. And it's time to, we're in the year of the snake, and I feel like I need to tell you to unleash the dragon. And that was last year. That was 2024 shit. So Pisces, I don't know what timeline. You're stuck in a certain timeline that you need to shatter. Glass break, and it's no 7 years of bad luck, okay? It's releasing yourself from that, because it feels like you're getting, I hear, caught up in a chain cycle that you don't even realize, which is creating something else that needs to be healed in the bloodline that could easily be resolved. Like you do have easy resolutions, and that was a title for someone, I think last month or in January, I don't know, and I think it was Libra. So if you have Libra placements, definitely watch it. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on with the justice system either, or the government, but one again as well, base chakra. It's like instead of starting your foundation in red, start your foundation in more bright and light colors, like fucking yellow and lavender. I don't know, but masculine and feminine. That's all I have. We've been here almost an hour. It's time to go to Aries, and this will probably be the longest one, but who knows. Sorry, I'm getting caught up on the comments, 'cause I didn't see most of this. Happy birthday! It's okay, you'll get through it. White King on my spirit, Black Queen. I was wondering if you could hit me with a reading on my love quest. Email me or click on the link in my bio to book with me if you want. Self-love. I'm meditating and working on myself for a while. Anyway, good job. Baby, you ain't the only one, okay? I appreciate, honey, I'd be so damn happy to pay my damn bills. I'd be happy to have bills paid, okay? Life will take you, will drag you into gratitude. So don't let that be you again. And if that hasn't been you, don't let that be you. But if you need the lesson, you'll get it. But Lost Voices with Jackie, y'all and you shall overcome, okay? I love you. Bye. Tap into Aries if you want. I'll be there in like 15 minutes. Okay. Bye.